Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadow Empire with me, Time and Tactics. I'm looking at the 3rd Bismarck Mobile Battalion out here by the Mappe Sea. It's a pretty good unit, pretty small, but pretty versatile. We're sitting in the farming terrain, and a good reason to be here as opposed to being in the grassy plains is that if we hover over the terrain, we can see here in the first table, the one that is named troop type. Well, if you look to the right there, there's a column there named A-ENTR. That's automatic entrenchment. So when you move in here as an infantry unit, like for instance the rifle militia or the RPG militia, but not the truck, then you get a modifier to your combat by 50%. That is pretty big. After a few turns, it goes up all the way to 125%. So while we don't have all of these units eligible for that, some of them do. So that would be helpful to have that. And in fact, we have both of our units in farming land there. Now, if you compare that to the grassy plain, well, the grassy plain doesn't have any automatic entrenchment. It does have a max of 75, so that's something. But let's make sure we give ourselves every kind of benefit that we can get, because we don't know anything about these units. As you can see, our recon here is 23 and 9, and we need to have at least 40 to get even an idea of what kind of units we have. Okay, and also, by the way, anywhere we have green here, I have the oplog, operational logistics, turned on. If you look at that here, anywhere there's green, we can safely, or it's possible for us to send out all the logistics that they need. Here you can see that what they ask for is 7 food. They got 7 food. If we go into the yellow area, and then later on in green and blue and whatnot, we are going to run into a problem there. So the way to solve that is to build a road. We have one road that goes here, but we have to build more manually later on. And then in the north, we are moving along as well. By the way, I think this is non-aligned forces. Okay, there's going to be any kind of units here as far as I know. There's not a real nation here in charge. There is that silent shrine here that gives us, well, if we take control of it, our governor gets 10 extra XP, I think, every turn. And that would be very helpful, wouldn't it? Okay. I said we go to the next turn, and this is a turn-based game. I'm going to show you the first turn, how it works. It takes quite a while as you go on in playing the game, as far as I understand it, to run the turns, but you can skip this and look at it afterwards much faster. But we'll do it this time. You can see here, look at the map at the top left corner. Unknown regime is taking their turn. So we're just waiting to see. Look at the map too. You can see up there if anything happens. Nothing yet. So next turn, what I'll do is I'll pause during this, and I'll show you afterwards. You can go through these steps much faster, and I'll show you what actually happened. So unknown regime. Yep, nothing there. So they're doing their thing now all over the planet. I don't want to see anything too dramatic, hopefully. They have not moved yet. Oh, see, look at that. Oh, look at that. This is going to be a problem. See that, how they're bunching up? Okay, Empire of Time, round 2. There were no attacks. Okay, we would have seen it there if there were. 4 decisions now, 51 reports. Let's go here and see what happened. Well, our militia forces hold a parade to show their strength and loyalty. Well, that looks good. Excellent. And now we have a time of relative calm. We get more political points. Yep, we knew that. And Chrissy, our Governor Bismarck, says that she found a hidden treasure near Kirkor in Bismarck. 59 credits. Okay, not a huge amount, but still something. And what else? Advancing troops found a stockpile near Villeneuve in Bismarck. 5 machinery. Now that's good. 5 machinery. And our scavenging teams found a stockpile near Marais. 236 fuel. Oh, I love that. That's great. That's actually quite a few things, I think. I don't think normally you get that many. We generated 2 new stratagems. We can look at them later. But yeah, here's the outcome of at the end of the turn. We were not attacked, but who knows what they're going to do. Let's look and see what actually happens. So what I intend to do is show you this instead. Here's what it looked like at the beginning of the turn, and I can go here and I can show you step by step. Oh, there you go. Something happened here for us to lose control, and it kind of jumps around on the map here. We can look up there. Yep, he's moving in. All these units are coming in here now. 4, 5 units. I'm not too confident here. Okay, what do we have? 23 in recon. 39. So 1 more and we can find out who they are. And 27. I bet you anything. If we move up, the machine gun unit here or here, then we will be able to find out. Now, where would we move it, though? I'm thinking probably here, because we have the water helping us anchor our, flank over here. Okay, let's press M for movement mode. Let's go down here. Yeah, I think I want to do that. There, up. See, already from this distance we found something here. What is this now? This would be, Unison Octopus. This is a natural, it's a natural enemy, a biological enemy. 600 yellow crawlers here. Scientific name is Unison galactix. A land-dwelling sizable, almost 1 meter long carnivore. Resembles a squid analog. Okay, it's a chaser predator. Has the following feats, sensitive 1. Well, what is a chaser predator? Very fast. Okay, so I think that will modify, when it takes its turn. Maybe not so much in combat, I don't know. Up to 500% more recon points per level. They know how many units we have. Wow. Now, here are the interesting numbers that we have to deal with. 23 hit points, 11 hard attack, 2 hard defense. So it's really poor defending against something that is considered hard, like a tank or maybe those buggies. But attacking against soft units, and that would be infantry, 43. Pretty good at that. And there are 6 units of them there. Well, we think there are 6 units. Might be many more than that. Let me look here. If we look at the... Didn't we have recon here? Yeah, we do have buggies here. Tracked. Yeah, considered tank, basically. Using hard attack. Okay, so... Yeah, what do we get? We have 1 unit of that, because when it comes to vehicles, it's only 10 is 1 unit. Not very many, but we can probably hold the line here, since we now are more entrenched. And we can see that down here, 51% right now. We moved in, and we gained 1%. And here we have 38. I think we would have been more. Okay, we have 38% here. Maybe we were disrupted by their units there. It's possible. Because 38% because we are not completely infantry units. Well, we have, in this particular unit, we have 2 rifle militia unit. Though they qualify. 1 artillery, they qualify, but these 2 don't qualify. These 3 here and that 1 there, they are not infantry units. This one here, qualifies, does not qualify. So yeah, we don't get the full effect there of that. Each individual unit is entrenched or not. It's not, an overall number, I believe. Anyway, so if look at this here though. There's another militia unit here. So because in our zone here, our city, we have a pretty high militia level. We have 100, 99. It decreased by 1 point, regular military forces, yeah. As long as you don't have any units of your own, and as long as you keep your militia happy, and you can see here we have a value of 50 in our militia profile, that means our militancy level goes up. And if it's high, it generates units on its own that we can take control of. And in this case, we get a free unit, and that is an infantry unit. 3 units of rifle, 2 of RPG, and 1 of machine gun. Let's just look at them real quick. So they have defense. Well, wait a minute. I didn't check that here. Let's look at them here. The yellow crawler. That's considered infantry units, so it's going to be soft defend. And the way that you look at that is here, and when you say we're defending against a soft. So when they attack, we're going to use this number here, 20. And if they attack, they're going to be using this number here against us. Oh yeah, they have 43. That yellow crawler is terrible. It is not good. Okay, what do we have in the machine gun again? We have 85. Okay, so that's pretty good. We have more than they do. But this unit here also has RPG militia, 20. Now, it's pretty good against hard attack, but as far as we know, there's no enemies there that qualifies as hard opponents. So what else do we have then here? So looking there, we also have the machine gun, 40. Not bad. Half as good as our regular unit, right? We have 85. And we have 60 hit points. 60 hit points there. How many do we have here? 44. 60 is pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, well, we'll move in then. So we'll take the machine gun. It's here. And then move him. Oh, so I moved actually the infantry unit. That's what I moved. I didn't move him. Okay, he's right now at 70% readiness. Okay, we'll move him in. That's what happens. You get more units. We're going to move him in here, I think. Good. Now, if you look here now, we should be 45 in recon, 33. If I take this unit, do we want to move it down here or do we want to go around the flank? I think I want to go down here. And then we'll go down here. Our readiness is going to stay, 51. But we're going to be not moving anymore if we can avoid it. We have right now 50. You can see that 50 there? That's because we only have infantry units, and they get that automatic entrenchment here in the farmland by 50. So that is very helpful, actually. If they're going to come in and attack, if they attack here, well, we're going to put up a pretty good fight, I think. Okay, so it's looking pretty good here. Not great, but it's okay. What do we do over here? Well, I haven't seen any units up here at all. There's nobody here. We have a very large force here, but I'm thinking about taking him down. Because this is open terrain, these units are going to be much faster to move. They're mechanized because they have that truck. You can see here on open terrain, it's wheeled 15 AP. Looking at the second table, the second entry down there, wheel 15 AP cost. Moving around here is pretty quick. For them, it's going to cost 25. So if it was forest, it'd be different. If we go into the forest, obviously our infantry is going to be faster than the motorized unit. But let's move here. I'm going to move down there. We're going to have to hold the line here, I think. And this unit has 14 rifle militia. That should be pretty good. If they come around the corner here. Now, these are biological enemies, so getting that silent shrine, I mean, they're not going to necessarily want to... Well, I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to attack our city or what they're going to do. It's not looking good, though. 5 units here. But let's see what we can do. We are protecting the interior of the homeland here. Now that we have Villeneuve and Marais. How did we do? Can we check that here? If you look at our zone here, we gained 3,900 population. Population being people who don't work for the public government. Okay, we decreased population by 1,300 because we actually had more for them to do here. We're building the scavenging or the what's it called? The recycling center here. But we also gained luxury private economy, attracted 3,300 extra free folk from up here. So that is great. That's great news. And we recruited 500 recruits from population. If we want to change that, we can. We can talk to our governor, Chrissy here. Population increased with 300 inhabitants due to natural growth. Okay, so that's good. And then another 2,100 free folk migrated in. How is our danger level? Okay, not too bad. We are far enough away. They are far enough away that people are not too bothered by them. Okay, let's make sure we keep that going. Now, I want to see here. This recycling center has 1.5 turns left. Yeah, that's true. And the reason we have that is because we didn't have enough industrial points. Remember, I built the machine gun, so we couldn't do much about that. Which, by the way, the 4th Bismarck Guards are at 61 readiness. Again, a multiplier to your combat strength. So you want that to be high. But we're getting all the supplies we need here. And you can actually look at that here. Used points, how they went. The unit used to be up here, right? This unit. So we sent out supplies that way. If you have roads, they can go farther. Okay, but we don't need to get into that right now. Now, I'm going to keep this unit roaming. And I'm thinking about going up here. Because if we can take Chile as well, the sooner we can get control over some of these assets over here, 4,100 free folk is not bad. You saw what happened here when we pulled in some of these. Now, the thing is, you only have one unit. And if somebody shows up here, I do want to look at, who is this? This is non-aligned, so we know there's nobody there, really. Zendrum is a regular regime, a minor, but a regular. They're going to have a city in there. They're going to start working like we are. Then here we have non-aligned again, non-aligned here. Here we have a territory. So it's not going to be, I think, as many, I'm guessing here, biological enemies maybe, but we're going to have other types of human enemies. Same thing here, and then non-aligned here. Okay. We haven't seen any roads yet. Oh, by the way, now that we have the farming land all around, let's check out and see what happened to the farm. We can see here, aerial bonus modifier, 45%. 9 hexes. So much more food now. It should be. I can't remember what we had last time, but we produced 151. And I think we're doing pretty good on that. 72. So that's helpful. We don't have to worry about that. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so now that we know that, let's not move our 1st Bismarck Mobile Guards Battalion, or Mobile Battalion. Let's instead go to our decision and look and see what's happening here. Remember that militia parade? Well, we had an early morning militia parade. I understand, Jamie is saying, you were present at the parade and gave thanks to our militia troops in person, but maybe there's something more than that you'd like to do. Okay, it's long been customary for the militia to receive some monetary allocations from time to time. Are we going to spend money on them? Do we want to do that? Well, I'm thinking we pretty much have to. Because having the enemy right outside the door, we want to make sure we keep this number here high, the militia profile. If that's high, that means that's part of the reason that the militancy level would stay high. And if it's high, we can get free militia units that we can use to augment. I think we need that. There is a case we made not to deal with them, but yeah, I guess I'm going to go with this here. We have to spend 200 credits though. Militia goes up, this number here goes up by 10, or we can spend 600. I don't think I want to do that. But if we do it, you can see here we go up. Our director, Supreme Council Director, level 1, he will go up because he likes it. His relation with us will go up. That means he's going to be better at doing the things he needs to do as a director of the Supreme Command Council. Same thing with our advisor. Now, an advisor can be attached to other leaders, but from what I understand, unless you have a very good set of personality here, it might cause problems, or if they have a different profile than the person they are actually helping. The way they work, by the way, is that if you have an advisor and your main guy that the advisor is attached to, he fails his role, then the advisor gets a shot at it as well. I mean, I could do it. I could do it. He's level 2. Meritocracy, militia, and commerce. I don't think I have anybody exactly like that. Yeah, he has meritocracy, but that's it. Jamie, we don't need to. Caprice. You know, meritocracy, commerce, and militia, that's the same one. That's Caprice. Now, this is interesting, right? Because this is the Superior School faction leader. He's an advisor. And we already have something we want to do for Caprice. Remember Caprice? He's a reserve pool member. If we go in here and look at the organizational decisions, we need to assign a director for the Economic Council we set up last time. And we only have one free leader here. And so that's why that person is available to be appointed. So let's take Caprice here and appoint her. We already know we want to do that because her intelligence is high. And I believe as the Economic Council Director, you use technician and science to discover economic discovery. Then you do prospecting, help out. Like if we have a scavenging factory, like we will have, we might find stuff in there. Or there's one more thing. Slips my mind now. What we're going to do is administration. There's an administration, something about stratagems, I think. Or political, no, not stratagems. Anyway, there's one more task, and that goes under administration. So, economic stratagems. Anyway, let's go ahead and assign her to do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll assign her here. Suitability 10, only because it's pretty low, but that's because she doesn't actually have any skills yet. Later on, we'll see here that she will be, getting XP, and she'll try to improve different things, and so forth. I'm going to appoint you. So she'll need some time. That's fine. Relation improved by 27%. Positive effect on relations with other leaders due to seniority of appointment +1. And now we have our priorities. Oh, here we go. Here they are. So discovery and research. So those are the two, the technician and science. Prospecting and then economic policies. Okay. What do we want to do here? How do we want to allocate any kind of bureaucratic points that she has to her? Where should we allocate those? Well, I think if we go look at the management screen, go to tech. So anything with a little blue box here, EC, in this gray area, not the dark here, but in the gray, we can then discover. We haven't discovered any of these yet. So power plant, university, solar energy, all this here. So we should probably make sure she does that. But the thing is, if, let's say we put them there, if we don't have anything for her to research, like something we already discovered, then she's not actually going to take advantage of this. So I could move it down. Now, if I move it down like this, then these 30 points are going to be allocated across the other three, 10 each, I think. I'm guessing. So we get to 30 there and 35 here. And I think, do we need to do prospecting right now? We have that private location. I don't know if that will help a private one, or it has to be a public one. Remember in the city, there's a private scavenging location there. Economic policy, I think I'll leave it at this. Let's leave it at this here. I'm going to tell her that's the way we want it. And now she will work on getting something discovered. We can go in now to our overview and look. So we have, right now, we're giving 67% of our bureaucratic points, 60, to our Supreme Command Council. And they split it 50-50 for political power, these here, and for general stratagems, which are these cards we can get. And then the 33% we split for the Economic Council. Now, do we want to keep doing that? Well, we get a choice, I think, here. National budget, they call it. We can change those numbers. If we do, then whoever is our Supreme Council commander is going to be upset if we lower it. Now, who is in charge of that again? This guy, Zed. He's a level 1. He's 82 right now. He's not going to like it, but I think I want to lower it right now. I don't think I want to give 67% to that. We need to get going on the Economic Council more so than getting political points. I think we want to go with 50%. We'll go 50-50. And we're going to see, I'm sure he's going to complain.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yep, Z tutor relation minus 12. So instead of 82, was it? Z tutor now is down to 70. Yeah, still okay though. So we'll leave it at that. And hopefully we don't have to touch it too much. Okay, so here we go with the militia. So now, and you can see here this says real time. This is what we looked at before. And we said before there were 2 who would stand to gain the militia bonus here. Well, Caprice has shown up too now. Yeah, so she showed up because this is being real time means that if you make a change somewhere else, it's going to be reflected here. If it says archived, it doesn't matter what you do. If you do that this task first or last, it's not going to change. But now she will not like it if we are going down. As a reserve member, she didn't care, but now she does care. So we could go for 600, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go for this one here. We're going to allocate 200.
Aye, aye, sir.
There. So Biff up 6, Zed up 6. That's good. And Militia 10. Oh, she didn't go up after all. Okay. No, she didn't have anything. She just said she liked it, but she already has 100. I think she was 100 because she was so excited. Yeah. She was so excited to be joining, the team. Her profile match with the regime 42. Oh, is that from militia, commerce, meritocracy? We don't have commerce, do we? We have meritocracy, but we have government instead of commerce. Okay. Okay, do we want to do anything else? What do we have here? Propose peace. Now, that's only if we have a minor we're at war with. Minor regime. Covert ops, send a spy. There's nobody to send a spy to here yet. Nation, we can modify our income tax. Recruit a leader. We don't need to do it. Or get 50 political points. I don't think I need that just yet. We can get more money if we need to. I might do that. Chemical high if we want to actually get some negative effect, but we can get some fate points. So then we can actually use these cards that take fate points. And then a zone thing. Traveling teachers. What do we get for that again? Takes 2 fate points though. Extra level of school. So we get a school building, I guess. That impacts their quality of life, which is their happiness. Okay, so we are good to go here. Do we need to do anything else? I am still building here. Do we need to get another unit? No, I'm going to leave it because we have 0 right now. We can't do much about that. We are still making money, I think. Metal is going down because we are actually a little bit in trouble until our this recycling plant comes online. So let's go ahead and go to the next turn, and I'm going to just pause it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that is the end of the round. Let's take a look and see what actually happened. We're entering a time of relative calm. Yeah, we knew that. Gained 250 political bonus points. We got the open contact. We can propose a deal. Well, that would be a minor regime, I think. And here we are. Let's go ahead and look at the history screen now. So here we go. I'm going to leave it up there. I think it kind of jumps around the map otherwise. So we can just go and see what happened here. So there, something happened. Somebody moved. And they moved over there to the flank. Over there. Back again. Okay, no attack, fortunately. So that was good. So we're still looking good here. What do we have here for the Independent Machine Gun Battalion? I'm counting on it, actually, quite a bit. 71 readiness. And we have 90%, 90 entrenchment, not percent. 90 entrenchment. Can go up to 125. We're going to be pretty strong here. They're going to have a hard time taking on what we have here. For now, we're good, I think. I could move my units away, but I don't think I want to. That agricultural sector, that is going to be very helpful. We're up to 90 there as well. Yeah, these are all good. Remember, they're all infantry units plus guns. Here we're sitting at 90, we knew that. And this one, 71, 53. So not bad. I mean, I think we can hold our own for a little while longer anyway. And as long as they're away from the city, we're not going to have too much of an effect. I don't think we have too much of an effect here. No, 2. It's fine. 99 from militia, so... Okay, we should be fine. See, look at that. Militia increased with 1 point due to high loyalty. We're staying at 99. That's good at this point in time. No, I didn't move my unit last time. I meant to do that, though. He sat out here. So the operational log... Actually, the logistics here are fine right now. Do we want to go down here first? We do have a little bit of radiation coming from this direction. Looks like down here. Something happened here. I bet you anything nice. A city or something down there that was... something happened. Let's go look as well on what's going on with our zone here. In our zone, what happened with the population? Yep, see, luxury private economy attracted 2,400 free folk and then another 1,600. So we're kind of siphoning off from here. 8,900 and 11,700. Yeah, that's excellent. Maybe we should go up to Chile then and see what we can do. I could go down here too. Let's not underestimate the value of high mountains grassy for infantry units. Look at the entrenchment there. However, we don't have an infantry unit here. Well, partial infantry. 2 of them here. 1 there. That is guns, but that's not very much. So I could go down. I mean, they could swing by here, and that would be a problem for us. It would be, for sure. But I could also go up here. I kind of want to get this one at the very least. I need to have more units kind of fanning out this way. Because if somebody comes up here, what do? Right? These units can always go west, but I think I need to protect my northern flank, the city. We need to have that, at the minimum, the farming land around us here. And how much are we making? We're making 90. Plenty right now. So M for move. Let's move up 1 hex at a time. Yeah, let's go up here. And keep an eye on what it says here. It says 15 to get up there. Okay, so that's still inexpensive. And then another 15, and we have 55 left. And then if we go here, if there's nobody here, we should take... Yep, we took control of that, but there's yellow there. So it's not going to be as good to move in there. Now, we can not move in there. It takes 90 AP to get there. We can go down here if we wanted to, and then take over this sector there. But I think I'm going to stay here. Now that we have Chile, then maybe out of these, how many are there? 2,700. We might siphon a few, convince them to come in and join us. 1.2 turns left. We didn't actually have all of the industrial points we needed, so that's unfortunate. But things are looking pretty good. We're not using any fuel because we're not actually moving any units. Very much, anyway. We're using a little bit, aren't we? Items present, consumed by troops, no, 0. Okay, nothing. So that's fine. We moved down the infantry unit here, I think. Was it this one? Yeah, I didn't use any fuel there. No trucks. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We still have to decide one more thing. The Superior School, and that is the faction that we think is pretty good. They have a pretty good set of values that we like. Commerce, Meritocracy, Militia. They are the ones saying, hey, can you take on another leader from our group? It's archived. So I think we're going to do that. Even though we don't have a job for that person just yet, We might very well want them to get stronger here, right? Because right now, what did we say? We have, where's the election? Oh yeah, it's on the faction screen. So you can see here, next election is in 12 rounds. Only leaders can vote. So if we get somebody else from this team to join up, we have a greater chance of having them take control. And remember, whoever's in charge right now, Steel Front is, they can make demands if they don't like us. So let's go for that. Let's take them. I think that's a good call this time. They're not going to be that good though, I think. But okay, happiness despair school increased by 4 points, and Wubo Evandor joined the team. Now let's look at him here. I think, yeah, let's do that. Let's look at Wubo over here. Reserve pool automatically. He is a level 2. That's not too bad. Meritocracy, commerce, and heart. And we have heart and meritocracy. Not too bad. 69 right now. It's pretty low because job prestige, 41, really. Ambition is pretty low. I kind of like that. 30, 29, 18. So it's not too bad in these. Look at the values here. Technician, medical, science. Technician and science would be good if we have him in a role working as a, like the model design council. Yeah, I like that council. You know, to upgrade our models, our military models. Medical. We can manage health-related issues. Okay, I don't know exactly when we need that. What does it say? Zone health level calculations. Oh, quality of life and danger events. And then he has also inventor. Tech discoveries. Really excellent. We can use him for something here. We could right now, if you wanted to, we have 40 political points. We don't have to wait for our secretary to call us and say, hey, it's time to pick another organization. We can do that ourselves. We can say, call, new organization, 2 points. Let's do it.
Aye, sir.
Yeah. We'll do that right away. And here it is. We already have the Economic Council. Which one should we pick? Military is good, obviously. Getting more options there. I am still tempted to get that Model Design Council. Although, yes, I know... maybe we don't need to. The units we have are good enough right now. The Staff Council will let us have new formations. Formations are a larger group of units, but I don't think we need that. We're not going to be able to afford them anyway. Secret Service would be more if we want to infiltrate another nation, which we don't have too much to do with. Foreign Affairs is diplomacy, I think. Applied Science deals with tech as well. I'm thinking, and the Air Force as well, obviously there. Military research might be tempting. See, it costs 8 now, though, to do it. We have 38. Let's go ahead and get that Military Research Council.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, we'll take that. And we're going to take that newest member of the Superior School is going to be in charge of that. Something you want to do, actually, and I'm kind of bad about this, it's my first game. We want to look and make sure everything looks good before we move on. So research 11%, no research target, so it's going to be distributed. See here, 15 points there, 8 and 7. So pretty good. Urgent issues might be good to look at. Nothing here. Oh, low relation, 52. Our governor. Okay. And we had a problem sending items to zones, only 0%. I don't know if that is really relevant. We can go look here, items. We can look, well, actually, this is the better screen, I think, up here. If you go look at the assets and we do a expand, we can see what happened, actually. So this was delivered, IP, 0 IP was delivered, the zone consumed 43, produced 48, the inventory of the zone is 48. Yeah. So everything goes basically through the Supreme Headquarters. So it goes from every zone to the Supreme Headquarters. Then it portions that out from the next turn, from the Supreme Headquarters over to all the zones that need stuff. So that's kind of a way of centralizing your logistics, all the things that's being produced. So everything is accounted for. And here we get a preview what's going to happen. You know, metals, the Supreme Headquarters had 159, will have 159 at the beginning of the turn, or when we press end turn. And the inventory to zone will be 50. We won't deliver anything. It will consume 50, and it will produce 50, and then have 50 at the end. And nothing will be picked up by the Supreme Headquarters. Unlike food here, will be picked up more. So we have to actually be a little bit careful about how much How much food, for instance, are we maxing out? No, not yet. Maximum storage 1870, and we have 1006. But we can look at that later. So we have what now? 0 there, but that's because we are still building here. You can see actually here, 1.2 turns left. So it's still okay. Once we get this going, we're fine. And because we got that cache of machinery we found somewhere in our zone, we now have 5 machines. So that's really helpful. We are siphoning off a little bit of metal, but still making enough there. So I think it's looking reasonably good here. I think it's looking okay. We are in decent shape, but we'll see what happens with the enemy. Well, I think the enemy anyway, down here next turn, guys. So come back next turn. And by the way, if you have any comments, put them down below. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll come back and we'll play more later on. Bye, guys.